Morning everyone, sorry I've been away, but I haven't exactly been well over the past few weeks. I hope you've all been keeping up with your reading though, because we're going to jump right back into things with a pretty unique item from the world of Dark Souls, with quite a history. Today we'll be looking at the Moonlight Greatsword in all of its incarnations. The Moonlight Greatsword is a large two-handed blade that is initially cut from the tail of Sif the Scaleless. However, it reappears throughout the ages from the transposition of various powerful souls that may have a common heritage. The sword appears to be almost 2 meters in length and can easily cleave its way through most enemies. But what really makes this sword special is that it is capable of unleashing a wave of moonlight that can be deadly to its foes. Having been cut from the pale drake Sif, the sword is presumably made of crystal, like that which covers the dragon's lower body. This also means that the blade is imbued with Sif's ancient sorcery, allowing it to cast waves of deadly moonlight from its edge. After being presumably lost to time after the first quest of the chosen undead to link the first flame, the sword reappears in the land of Dranlaech, able to be transposed from a great soul, that of an old pale drake. Oddly, the soul is kept by a huge spider, the Duke's dear Freya, who dwells near halls of lost knowledge. It is known that Freya's master was driven mad by the knowledge kept in these halls, as many who looked upon the tomes in Sif's great archives were. For this reason, it may be that the knowledge kept within them are what survive of the Pale Drake's collected research. Once again, the Greatsword may have vanished from history and once more turns up many ages later, formed from the soul of Osirios, once king of Lothric, another driven mad by the remnants of Sif's vast writings. Seeking true immortality just as Sif once had, the king was consumed and twisted by the teachings, starting to become a scaleless pale drake himself. It might be that Sif's soul persists through this knowledge, imbuing any who learn it with his power, allowing their soul to be used to create weapons and sorceries associated with the dragon himself. Beyond its connection to Sif the Scaleless, variants of the Moonlight Sword have been referenced throughout history and in vastly different settings. The most well-known ones are the large Sword of Moonlight of Boletaria and the Holy Moonlight Sword found in Yharnam. The crystal from which the former is made is said to be made entirely of light, a trait the Holy Sword somewhat shares, with its core blade projecting a larger moonlight blade that reveals its true potential. Some theories say that all these swords are somehow connected, but many people simply believe that their similar appearance and abilities to be mere coincidence. What other people believe though, it's clear that only one of these swords can exist at any one time, and that they are some of the most powerful weapons that can be created. Saying this though, there are other blades that are capable of outmatching the Moonlight Swords, and for this reason they do not attain the highest rating, but have been classified as momentous. There are those who consider this rating a little too high, given that a number of other weapons can best the Moonlight Sword, and it doesn't have any type of world-changing abilities, but still, rating its significance still seems a little low. Anyway, make sure to subscribe for more course material, and support the lecture series on Patreon to help keep it going. Our funding isn't exactly extensive. Apart from that, have a great week everyone, and I'll see you next time.